Good day, everyone. So, our lesson for today is about payment terms, cash discounts, and net amounts payable. For our objective for today, we will at the end of this lesson, you will be able to define cash discounts and understand payment terms, interpret terms like 2% discount to be paid within 10 days, net 30, and 3% discount to be paid in 15 days, net 45. Compute cash discounts and net amounts payable. Record journal entries under perpetual and periodic inventory methods, and solve business problems involving payment terms. You also are required to participate in our assessment. Okay, so look at each term below, and is it about shipping or payment? So I have here four is it the keywords, and um you will determine if the keywords is about shipping or payment. Okay, FOB. Oh, we tackled it last time. What is FOB? Okay, free on board. So is free on board about shipping or payment? Okay, it is about shipping. How about 2% discount to be paid within 10 days, net 30. Okay, that is payment. How about net 45? Okay, that is also a payment. How about freight? Okay, freight is about shipping. Okay, so I have here a scenario. A company offers a 2% discount if the buyer settles the payable within 10 days. So payments made after the 10-day period are not eligible for the discount. So a company magbibigay siya ng 2% na discount kapag si buyer ay nakapagbayad ng kanyang utang within 10 days. So kapag lumagpas na daw ng 10 days, hindi na siya eligible or wala na siyang makukuhang discount. So you can see a 2% discount on 1,000 pesos invoice saves you how many? 20, yes, 20 pesos instantly. So now I have a question. If the original amount is 20,000 pesos, how much can you save by paying early? So kung ang original amount mo or yung invoice amount mo ay 20,000 and you pay early. So kung 2% discount, what you're going to do, you will just multiply 2% times 20,000. So we will get how much? Yes, we will get 400 pesos. So therefore, makakasave ka ng 400 pesos. Okay, what is a cash discount? A cash discount is a reduction in the invoice price given to a buyer for paying early. So, what is the purpose of the cash discount? It is to encourage quicker payment and improve the seller's cash flow. So, this one is parang technique ng mga seller para makagbayad ng maaga si buyer. Okay, para hindi ma-stock yung pera ni buyer ay ni seller doon sa kanyang mga pautang. Okay, payment terms show the discount rate and time period allowed. So example, yung 2/10, it means that 2% discount if paid within 10 days of the invoice date. So magkakaroon ng 2% discount si buyer, when we say discount, bawas doon sa original price niya kapag nabayaran niya yung invoice or yung kanyang payable within 10 days. So here we have another example. So 2% discount to be paid within 10 days, net 30. So what does it mean? So 2% discount if paid within 10 days, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, and full amount due in 30 days. Yung N30, N means net amount. Okay, meaning to say wala ng discount. Kailangan niyang mabayaran yon within 30 days. Okay, for our second example, 3% within 15 days and 45 or net 45. So what does it mean? 3% discount if paid within 15 days. So kapag nakapagbayad na siya within 15 days, um, magkakaroon siya ng 3% discount. But kung lumagpas na ng 15 days, kailangan niya nang bayaran yung full amount. So yung N dyan sa N over 45 means net amount due or no discount applied. So for example natin kanina, 1,000 with terms of 2% within 10 days, net 30. So you have to pay by day 10. Therefore, you will save you 2%. So how do we compute cash discount? So to find the discount amount, we will just multiply invoice amount times discount rate. And then, to find the net amount payable naman, we will just subtract yung discount amount from the invoice amount. So, example, if ang nasa invoice is 1,000 at ang payment term is 2% discount within 10 days, net 30. So, kapag nabayaran niya yon within 10 days, so, magkano yung discount? As I have said, no, to compute the discount amount, we will just multiply the invoice amount kung magkano yung nakalagay sa original na invoice, which is 1,000 times 2%. So, that is 20 pesos. Na magkano na lang ang babayaran ni buyer kapag nagkaroon siya ng discount? Of course, we will subtract yung discount amount, which is yung 20 pesos. Iso-subtract natin from invoice amount or yung original na amount, which is 1,000. So, magkano na lang yung babayaran ni buyer? 1,000 minus 20. So that is 980 pesos. And then, so, pay within 10 days, makakasave siya ng 20 pesos. Okay, so another example, if the invoice is 500 and the terms is 2% within 10 days, net 30, and the payment made on day 8. So, nakapagbayad siya ng day 8. So, eligible ba siya makakuha ng discount? Yes, eligible siya dahil wala pang 10 days. So, we will compute the 2% of the invoice amount. So, discount is equal to 500 times 2%, and the 2% of 500 is 10. Now, to find the net amount payable or kung magkano ang babayaran ni buyer, we will just subtract yung discount amount, which is yung 10 pesos, from the invoice amount or yung original amount niya, which is 500 pesos. So, 500 minus 10 equals 490. Okay, another example, if the invoice amount is 750 and the terms is 3% discount if paid within 15 days, net 45, and the payment is made on day 20. Now, the question is, eligible ba si buyer sa discount? Of course, no, because nagbayad siya ng day 20. Lagpas na siya sa day 15. So, how much ang babayaran ni customer? Okay, the full amount which is 750. Wala na siyang makukuhang discount. Okay, another example, if the invoice is 1,200 and the terms again is 2% discount within 10 days, net 30, and it is paid on the 10th day or exactly 10th day. Eligible ba si buyer na makakuha ng discount? Yes, eligible siya because nasa day 10 pa lang. Hindi pa lagpas sa day 10. So, discount applies. So, therefore, we will compute again the discount amount by multiplying 1,200 times 2%. And the 2% of 1,200 is 24. Therefore, our discount amount is 24. Now, to find the net amounts payable, kung magkano yung babayaran ni buyer, so we will just subtract yung invoice amount, which is 1,200 minus the 24 pesos discount. So that would be 1,176. Okay, so yun ang babayaran ni buyer. Now, for our example number 4, if the invoice is worth 2,000 and the terms is 3% discount within 15 days, net 45. And it is paid on day 12. Eligible ba si buyer na makakuha ng discount? Okay, yes, dahil nabayaran niya within 12 days. Hindi pa lagpas sa 15 days. Okay, so we will compute the discount amount. So 2,000 is our invoice amount times 3%. So that is 60 pesos. So 60 pesos ang makukuha niyang discount. Now, magkano naman ang babayaran niya na lang? So we will just subtract the discount to the amounts payable. So yung amounts payable ni buyer ay 2,000 minus 60, and that is 1,940. Okay. So always remember to check the payment date. So kahit na lumagpas yan ng isang araw lang, hindi ka na makakakuha ng discount. So kailangan alam mo kung kailan talaga yung due date, okay, ng iyong kailangang bayaran para maka-avail ng discount. Okay, for your processing question, you answered this in your yellow pad again. Think about what you have learned from what I have discussed, okay? Why do suppliers offer cash discount to buyer? Bakit nag-offer si supplier ng cash discount? Wala lang ba? Gusto niya lang? Generous lang ba siya? Okay, what happens if payment is made after the discount period? Okay, ano daw ang mangyayari kapag ang payment ay naganap after na ng discount period? And how do businesses benefit from paying their invoices early? Okay, ano mapapala nila kapag nagbayad sila ng mas maaga? Okay, for our formative assessment, answer this also in your yellow pad. How much will the buyer pay? So in our information, we have our invoice amount is 1,500 and the payment term is 2% to be paid within 10 days, net 30. And if the payment is made on day 9, the question is how much will the buyer pay? Okay, that would be solved in yellow pad together with the processing question. Okay, problem number 2, same kasagutan din. So, how much will the buyer pay? Okay, the invoice amount is 2,400 and the payment terms is 3% discount within 15 days, net 45. If the payment is made on day 20, okay, how much will the buyer pay? Magkano yung babayaran or kailangang bayaran ni buyer? Okay. So now, paano naman natin nire-record sa journal ang mga discounts? Of course, nakapag-invoice na tayo. Here, unahin natin yung buyer's perspective. Kapag tayo yung buyer, of course, na-issuehan na tayo ng invoice. Meaning to say, meron ng transaction na naganap. Hindi lang natin siya bayad pa. So ngayon, paano natin siya i-record sa ating book? Okay, so debit, inventory, dahil pumili tayo ng item. For example, ang item is worth 1,000. Pumili tayo ng item, so i-debit natin yung inventory worth 1,000. And credit is accounts payable dahil yung nakalagay sa invoice natin, ang ating utang ay 1,000. Now, merong payment term yung inutang natin. So, N ay 2% within 10 days and net 30. So, for example, nabayaran natin in less than 10 days yung ating utang kay supplier, magbibigay siya ng discount na 2%. So, magkano na lang ang babayaran natin? So, debit accounts payable is 1,000, credit cash dahil magdi-discount siya ng 20 pesos. So, yung ilalabas lang natin na cash ay 20 pesos. Now, for another credit is the inventory. Okay, magkakaroon tayo ng credit inventory na 20 pesos. Okay, so meaning to say, yung inventory natin na na-debit na 1,000 ay mababawasan or makikredit ng 20 pesos. So, if it is paid on 8%, so 2% discount applied, net cash paid 980. So, kung titingnan nyo kung paano natin siya i-record, kinancel out natin yung accounts payable dahil tayo ay nagbayad na. So, ano yung nilagay natin na amount sa accounts payable? It is the full invoice price. So, ibig sabihin, mawawalan na tayo ng utang na worth 1,000. But, ang ating cash na ilalabas ay 980 lang. So, 980 na cash ang lalabas and yung 20 ay mababawas naman sa inventory. So, therefore, equal pa din si debit 1,000, si credit is 1,000 ulit. Kasi 980 plus 1 ay plus 20. Okay, how about naman sa seller's perspective? So, when a sale is made, the seller records the full invoice amount and reduce the inventory at cost. Of course, dahil nasa resibo na natin na nakabenta tayo ng worth 1,000 kahit hindi pa nagbabayad si customer. Remember that we issue invoice even if wala pang bayad. Okay, ang ini-issue natin kapag nagkaroon ng bayaran ay official receipt. So, nung nagkaroon tayo ng sales transaction, since ito ay utang, ang ginamit natin na document na binigay natin ay sales invoice. Okay, dahil nakalagay na sa ating payment, ay sa ating resibo, sa ating invoice, na 1,000 yung nabenta natin. But, since magkakaroon ng discount, no, nagbayad ng maaga si customer, mababawasan yung ating income. Okay, so ang makukuha lang natin na cash, kasi nga may discount tayo, no? Na-discountan natin si customer. Ang marireceive lang natin na cash is 980 because yung 20 is discount. So therefore, debit is 980 na cash dahil yun lang yung marireceive natin. And the 20 is the sales discount. Lalagay natin siya sa debit under the account of sales discount. And then, accounts receivable, si accounts receivable ay yung pautang natin. So, dahil nung nag-purchase si customer, na-debit natin yung accounts receivable dahil meron tayong pautang na 1,000. So, ngayon, ika-cancel out natin yung accounts receivable na 1,000, meaning to say, wala nang utang si customer sa atin. So, credit 1,000. So, pantay pa rin ba si debit at credit kahit na na-discountan na? Yes. So, pantay pa din, 1,000 pa rin yung debit, 980 for the cash na natanggap natin, and 20 for the sales discount. And then, credit is the accounts receivable para lang makancel natin si accounts receivable ni customer. Okay, so by the way, that is for perpetual method. Now, let's proceed to periodic method naman. So, when we purchase, as a buyer's perspective, we record the purchases. So, instead of recording the um, inventory, we record it as purchases. Okay, so purchases is worth 1,000 at may utang tayo, accounts payable na 1,000. Okay, kapag tayo yung nangutang. So, tayo yung buyer eh. Hindi natin binayaran. So, accounts payable, 1,000. Now, kapag nabayaran natin yung utang natin within 10 days, so sa situation natin nabayaran natin siya ng day 8, so therefore eligible tayo for the discount. So the discount is 20 pesos again and the net payment is 980. How do we record it in our books? So sa ating books, maka-cancel out yung ating accounts payable na worth 1,000. Pero ma'am, 980 lang yung ibabayad ko. Paano maka-cancel yung accounts payable na 1,000? Hindi siya magbabalance. Okay, meron tayong another account which is the purchase discount. So, doon natin ilalagay yung ating nakuhang discount sa purchase discount. So now let's compare kung ano yung pagkakaiba ng perpetual at ng periodic in terms of recording the cash discount. So as you can see here in our periodic method, debit, accounts payable, credit, purchase discount, and then credit is cash. So balikan natin yung ating perpetual method. So, debit, accounts payable, credit is cash, and another credit for inventory. Na credit yung inventory. Okay? Sabi nga natin, sa past lesson natin, sa periodic, instead of inventory, ang ating ginagamit na word ay purchases. So, kung dito sa perpetual ang ginamit na word na is inventory for credit, dito naman sa ating purchases ang ginamit naman na word is purchase discount. Okay, so balance ba siya? Accounts payable, debit 1,000, then credit, purchase discount, and cash. So 20 and 980. So that would be 1,000. So balance pa rin. Parehas 1,000. C debit at C credit. Okay, how about if we are the seller? Tayo naman ang magbibigay ng discount. Okay, debit, accounts receivable, dahil meron tayong inaantay na babayaran ni customer. Credit is sale, nakabenta tayo. So, we will record in our book, initially we will record the full invoice price of the sales account. So, syempre, during transaction, we have to record it. Yun ang i-record natin na meron tayong inaantay na sisingilin. So, accounts receivable, kung magkano yung nilagay natin sa invoice, yun yung ilalagay natin. And kung magkano yung worth ng ating sales. Now, nagbayad agad si customer. So, eligible siya for discount. So, paano naman natin siya i-record? Of course, we will cancel the accounts receivable. Si accounts receivable makakancel ng 1,000, ibig sabihin mawawalan na siya ng utang. And then, ano yung kapartner ni accounts receivable? So, dahil tayo ay makakatanggap ng cash dahil nagbayad nga si customer, debit ay cash. O magkano yung babayaran ni customer? 980 na lang kasi eligible siya for discount. So, ano naman ang ilalagay natin na word? Okay, sa ating periodic method. Ang ilalagay natin ay sales discount na worth 20 pesos. So, sales discount reduced net revenue. So, mababawasan yung ating revenue ng 20 pesos. So, balance ba siya? Okay, cash is credit, ay cash is debit dahil natanggap natin. Sales discount is also debit, while the accounts receivable is credit. Okay, now let's compare sa ating perpetual. Okay, sa perpetual, okay, 980 cash, sales discount 20, accounts receivable is 1,000. Okay, how about here? Uh-huh. Accounts, okay, cash is 980, sales discount is 20, accounts receivable is 1,000. So, the same lang yung record ng periodic and perpetual in terms of seller's perspective, okay, pagdating sa discount or sa cash discount. At ano yung account na ginamit? Cash, sales discount, and accounts payable. Okay, now for your another task. Okay, you are the accountant payable clerk and you have 3 invoices to review. So, now, what you're going to do is to decide which invoices qualify for a cash discount, and then you calculate the discount amount for each, and then determine the net amounts payable and prepare your plan to save the company money. So, you will determine if um alin dito sa tatlo ang eligible for discount. And kung okay, sorry for that. Okay, so yon. Pipiliin nyo dito sa tatlo kung alin ang eligible for discount. Then you will compute the discount amount and determine the amounts payable. And ang twist dyan, hindi ko ilalagay dyan sa PowerPoint para alam ko kung sino ang nanood. Another task ay i-journalize nyo yung eligible for discount using perpetual and periodic. Okay? So, hindi nyo ako madadaya. Hindi nyo matcha-chat GPT yung screen ko. Okay? Again, um, piliin sa tatlo yung eligible for discount, i-compute kung magkano yung discount amount, and then kung magkano yung net amounts payable, and i-journal yung accounts or i-journal dito kung aling invoice ang eligible for discount using periodic and perpetual method. Okay, so tingnan natin kung may talagang nakikinig at nanood o baka naman ini-screenshot lang. Chess. Okay, so for your reflection question, think how does understanding payment terms help business operations run more smoothly? Sa palagay nyo, bakit mahalaga na maintindihan nyo yung payment terms? At bakit kailangan to ng mga businesses? And what strategies can business use to ensure timely payment? And how does paying early affect supplier relationship? Okay, so remember this essential point. Cash discount rewards early payment and pay within the discount period to save money. If you want to save, you have to pay early. So always interpret payment terms carefully and dapat alam nyo yung meaning, okay, ng mga numbers na to. Calculate discounts and net amounts payable accurately using the correct formula, and then timely payment saves money and builds strong, trusting supplier relationship. So, kailangan ay magbayad ng maaga para din magkaroon tayo ng discount. So, that's all for today. So, practice journalizing about cash discounts and submit your work in our GC. That's all for today. Okay, keep mastering payment terms. Bye-bye.